So Reg, we were talking about a new agent that I had coming into the office, who is inexperienced and just starting in real estate, and is wondering about how to build their list and how to achieve credibility. And you likened it to the agent that you knew from a class that was moving down from Breckenridge, who was an experienced agent.
Right. So here's what happened. I had a fella in a class a few years back, and he had been an experienced agent in Breckenridge, 10 years, and he had didn't have any trouble doing a transaction with somebody if he got in front of them.
Okay.
Okay. But he moved to town to Denver from Breckenridge and didn't know a soul.
Right.
So he asked me in this class, so what do I do? How do I meet people? And the connection for you here with the new agent is how do I build my list?
Sure, because we have people that are coming in from out of town, or even if they're in town, what are they looking for with their list? And then also, even if they're coming from a separate career, how do they build credibility in their new role with those people?
Right. So here's what happened to this fella. In class, I'm talking to him about who he was and what he liked to do, and what he said was he was a golfer. And I said, so are you any good? And he smirked, and he said, oh yeah. I'm really good. I said, well, I don't play golf anymore, so what does that mean? He said, well, I'm a 2 handicap.
Which is incredible handicap.
Yeah, so I understand. And my understanding is from golf that he really could be a pro with a 2 handicap.
It's kind of surprising he's in real estate at that point, right?
Yeah. So, but the real estate's what he wanted to do.
Right.
So I said to him, not being a golfer, I think what I'm going to suggest to you can be done, but I don't know that. So play with me here and let's work this out together. I said, if you showed up on a golf course, a public golf course, first thing in the morning, would you get invited to play through with other people?
And the answer was yes.
The answer was yes. And I said, okay, so now we have people who you can get to meet by playing golf with them. And I said, if you play golf 9 or 18 with a stranger, you're a 2 handicapper, they're a duffer, will you talk on the whole time? He said, oh yeah. He said, I'll do some coaching.
Sure.
I'll talk to them, I'll learn who they are. Yeah, we'll talk the whole time. I said, okay, great, so we're on a roll here. The next thing you have to do, though, is build credibility.
Right. Right, because you can say, I'm a real estate agent. They would expect that if you're out playing golf as a real estate agent, who knows whether that's a pastime, whether you're a part-time agent, or you really are a full-time, very successful agent. There's a pretty big leap there that it could be.
So what I said to him was, you need to build credibility, and the way I've suggested to people to build credibility, Scott, is you memorize 5 facts about your marketplace.
Right. And your example to me actually was really funny because you said, well, and you'll tell them, they don't even have to be the real 5 facts to build the credibility.
Correct.
And we want them to be.
Correct.
But functionally it still works even if it's not about the information, I guess.
Correct. And what I said was, you might do things like number of days in the market this year compared to last year, interest rate this year compared to, frankly, this is 2012 in February when we're recording this, interest rate today compared to, frankly, all time.
Right.
You could do list price, sales price ratios, you could do anything, and the more comparative data you have, Scott, the better.
And comparative was a key for me because that was a big aha, which is it's not just the facts.
No.
The comparison and the analysis is what really lends the value and the credibility.
Right. So I said, so here's your plan. Get up every morning, go play golf. You got the money to do that? He said, yeah, not a problem. So go play golf, memorize 5 facts, and then just see what develops.
And then he called you.
He did. He called me, I don't know, 60, 75 days later, and his opening line was, I hate you. with no introduction. And I said, thank you, and who is this? And he introduced himself, and I said, so why do you hate me?
Right.
And he said, because I have to quit playing golf. I said, wait a minute, wait. What do you mean you have to quit playing golf? He says, I have so much business from this strategy that I can't play golf anymore. I've got to buy and, help people buy and sell houses. And you know what I said. I said, no, stop.
Yeah.
Don't quit playing golf. Get some help.
Right. Which is also obviously one of the biggest issues we have with leverage, which is as soon as something works, we'll stop doing it.
Exactly right. Because then we get overwhelmed.
Right, we get too busy.
And I told this story in another setting, which was a more academic setting. I was teaching in one of our northern states, Wyoming or Montana. I can't frankly remember which one it is today. And I was talking about building a list and building credibility. And I said to the audience of realtors, a couple of hundred of them, I actually made up data about the local marketplace, and they were just aghast.
Sure.
They had no idea, and I said, okay, stop the tape, and I want you to just call out what you think about me
Right.
as a result of what I just said. And the kind of unanimous response was, that's amazing. How did you know that? How did you, I mean, you really know the data about my marketplace?
And what made me laugh about that too is when you brought that up, it wasn't even real information.
Oh, no. I made
And
it
none
up.
of them in the class could tell you that it was false information.
Right. So, folks, it's about credibility. So the first is, in the case of the golfer, is to go where you are passionate and where you have knowledge about the thing. I mentioned to Scott that if I ever decided to leave Boulder, Colorado, which I won't, I could go to any town probably, and because of two passions that I have, cycling and fly fishing, within a matter of weeks,
Yeah.
I would know 10 to 50 people, and I would be credible. Why would I be credible, Scott?
Because you would know your facts and you would know your information.
I would know the data about the marketplace, and I think that's a real important point here.
Yeah.
So, in summary, if you want to build your list and or build credibility, the issue is to go places where you have credibility because you are passionate about it and participate.
Right.
And then once you get there, please be credible by not saying, I'm in real estate and the market's great. That's
Right.
stupid.
Right.
Have 5 facts about the marketplace that you gather once a week. When most multiple listing services across the country, there's some kind of statistics package.
Mm-hmm.
There's some way to simply get
Yeah.
data.
Yeah.
So go get that data every Monday. Give yourself a repeating to-do on your calendar. Go get that data every Monday. Put it on a 3x5 card. Put it in your pocket or your purse or your pocket or your purse. Commit it to memory. And then when you meet somebody and they start talking about real estate, lay the numbers on it,
Absolutely.
and you'll build credibility.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.